Hi everybody, my name is McLaughlin. I am the Managing Director of Home Buying and Ownership for the Royal Bank of Scotland Group in the UK. That's two main brands for us, RBS itself and NatWest, that people may know a little bit more about. So I think it is really challenging for banks to try and decide what to digitise and when. I think that's going to be a process of test and learn with customers. For really complex interactions, things where customers are often stressed, so mortgage would be a good one. Bereavement journeys would be another one that is really challenging for customers. I think the combination that we've worked out with Vizolution of that high tech but high touch as well is something that is going to persist for quite a while. Our customer response to that is really positive, and I would expect that to continue. So for us, a couple of years ago, we started working with Vizolution mainly to try and take what was a complicated and difficult process with lots of pain points in it that lots of customers complained to us about, and just tried to completely reinvent that in a way that was fresh and modern and using technology that hadn't been applied to it before. I have to say I've been delighted with how that has worked. If I was being honest and reflecting back, I think I set the teams almost an impossible task in that I said I wanted a totally paperless, totally digitized, customer-centric apply and setup process. And I didn't really understand at the time whether that was possible to do or not. But as I've often said about my teams, they are miracle workers, and they've partnered with Vizolution and built something that frankly is market leading in the UK right now that we are extremely proud of. And that our customers are telling us that they absolutely love. I think if I try and bring it alive as to what actually happens in the process now, so rather than the customer having to come to us as their bank and take printed copies of their bank statements and then bring it back to see another person in the bank, as i.e. the mortgage advisor, what they're now able to do is in a very seamless way, using the Vizolution portal, actually upload all their documents in advance of their mortgage appointment, which means whether they want to talk to us over the phone or whether they want to come into the branch or whether they want to move channels during the process, the fact that we've got this portal with the ability for us to track and make sure that we've got all the documentation that we need at the time that we need it has been probably the one thing that the customers tell us they're most impressed about. I'll tell you my favorite story so far from all of this. In fact, there's two, but my favorite one is the customers that posted on LinkedIn, hashtag NatWest mortgages are cool. These customers were on holiday and actually posted a photograph of them in their hotel room with their iPad that they had just been able to sign with their finger to make their mortgage application. And because of the technology that we've managed to put in place with Vizolution, we were able to facilitate that for them. The improvements that we have made in that journey are saving us about 8 million sheets of paper a year. Our net promoter score, which is how we choose to measure our customers' responsiveness to the process, is up about 26 points. And for as complicated a product as mortgage actually is, to get to that level of customer engagement is fantastic and a real testimony to how well Vizolution have partnered with us as a bank and have worked to create a combination of processes that make technology and the platform that Vizolution bring with their DigiDocs and VDocs products, but combine that in a way that allows my mortgage advisors to use it in a way that is natural with customers and actually, changes how customers can actually do their mortgages. We can get to 5% of our offers within 24 hours of application now. We're somewhere in the 75-76% within 14 days, depending on how complex the actual scheme is. But the real prize for us is the fact that customers can do it in a way that suits them and is easier for my mortgage advisors. So look, overall, it's been a great success. My employee engagement of my mortgage advisors is at record levels. As I've said, our net promoter score for our customers is at record levels. Our productivity is at record levels. And we've had somewhere in the region of 20 billion of new lending go through this process. So it is well tested. Most pleasingly of all, we continue to work really closely with the Vizolution teams to iterate and continually improve what we've already launched, which we're absolutely delighted with. So this will go from strength to strength. I would commend working with them heartily to anyone that's watching this.